knew you'd be so sporty.
This was my brother's. He passed away a few months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That explains so much of why he would get suddenly so sad. But once again, he changed the subject.
I've tried to get it to work, but I don't know what's wrong.
Without thinking, I blurted out, "Mind if I take a look?" Why on earth would I say that? I barely knew how to work my phone, let alone a bike. Without even waiting for his reply, I started tinkering with the engine, and somehow, like I'd done it 100 times, I got it running in less than 30 minutes. Ethan's eyes went wide with excitement.
How did you know how to fix bikes?
I don't know. Suddenly, a warm laugh echoed in my mind, making me dizzy. Suddenly, the ground shook beneath me, followed by a deafening explosion. I was lifted into the air like a rag doll and slammed back down, the world spinning around me.
Quinn!
Fire and smoke filled the air as another explosion rang out, and then everything faded to black. I woke up groggy and confused with an awful ache in my head. As my eyes focused, I saw a woman and a man crying beside me. Instinctively, I called out, "Joey." The woman pulled me into a hug, sobbing even harder.
Oh, you're in the hospital, sweetheart. You've been in a coma for 6 months. Thank God you're finally awake.
The man bolted out of the room.
She's up! Doctor, she's up!
Coma? My mind scrambled, searching for something, anything that made sense. Only one word popped out. Joey! My heart lurched. The truth was, I didn't know who Joey was. Heck, I didn't know anyone or anything. Where am I? Who are you? Just then, the man came back with the doctor. He looked at me with a tired smile.
My young patient is finally awake. You gave your parents and me quite a scare.
Parents? My heart twisted. These people are my parents? The doctor glanced at the couple, then back at me.
Can you tell me your name and the last thing you remember?
My name? That should be easy, but my mind was blank. My name is, I struggled, panicking. Why couldn't I remember? How could I not know my own name? I can't remember my name. Everything was just so jumbled up, my thoughts slipping away every time I tried to catch them. The last thing I remembered, why couldn't I remember? Hi, I'm Quinn, and get ready for the craziest story you've ever heard. Oh, and if you've ever faced something unexplainable, share your story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Confession Diary, where the juiciest confessions are told. As it turned out, the doctor told my parents I had amnesia.
Given the nature of her injuries, it could be long-term or short, so I think you should be careful.
I stayed in that hospital room for 2 weeks with these people who called themselves my parents. They were trying so hard to talk to me, but nothing felt right. If you really are my parents, shouldn't I feel something for you? A spark, a connection or something?
Oh, sweetheart, just give it some time.
But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. The only name I could think of was Joey, and I didn't even know who he was. Whenever I tried asking my parents, they said they had no idea who I was talking about. It was all just so sus. After a month in the hospital, I finally went home. My parents had told me a lot about who I was and what my life was like before the coma.
You loved reading.
And makeup.
You hated outdoor sports.
But nothing felt like that, to be honest. I was hoping that when I got home, I would remember something, but still, it all felt so empty. Why can't I remember anything still? Shouldn't being here trigger some memory?
The truth is, honey, we moved after your accident. We wanted to be closer to the hospital.
That made no sense. Wasn't it like the cardinal rule of memory loss that you took patients to all the old places they knew? Did my parents never see the notebook? Heck, they even changed my school and got me a new everything. What was their deal? To make matters worse, over the next 2 weeks, my nights turned into a whirlwind of dreams filled with faceless people driving me crazy. Like this one night, I dreamt of myself as a kid. I was like 5 or 6. An old lady handed me a lollipop, but someone snatched the lollipop and tried to shove the lollipop into the poor old lady's mouth. In the background, I could hear a boy laughing. In my dreams, I was always happy, but as I woke up, I felt like crying. Were these dreams or my memories? And who was that kid? Was it Joey or someone else? I was so frustrated that when it was time to start school again, I thought I could jump with joy. Finally, some distraction. On my first day back at school, I woke up actually feeling excited. But of course, that didn't last. As I stared at the cute outfit my mom had bought me, I felt so weird. Did I really wear bright colors and skirts? I ended up wearing black sweatpants and a plain t-shirt instead. When my parents saw me, though, they got all fidgety.
What? Why are you wearing that?
Honey, you hated black, remember?
Nope. I just felt like this. The truth was, something about my parents just seemed off. I kept feeling they were lying to me, but I didn't know about what. As I walked into the school lost in these thoughts, someone bumped into me and sent my things flying. I watched in horror as my water bottle flew out, spraying water all over this guy with big glasses and messy hair. Next thing I knew, he slipped. His arms flailed as he tried to regain his balance, but down he went, landing right next to me with a thud. Oh my god, I'm so sorry! My face flushed with embarrassment as I scrambled to my feet and then helped him to his.
It's okay, it's just water. Trust me, it could have been worse.
Seems like you've had a history of weird first days.
Yeah, you're correct. Maybe I can tell you over lunch?
With that, he walked away and I couldn't help but feel butterflies in my tummy. Maybe he was the distraction I needed. During lunch, though, I spotted him sitting alone at the back of the cafeteria and I made my way over to him. I'm here. I'm ready to hear the juicy gossip about all those first day mishaps.
I hope I won't be the only one sharing embarrassing stories here.
He must have seen a change on my face because his expression shifted to concern.
Did I say anything wrong?
Before I knew it, words tumbled out of me like a rushing river. I don't know if I have any embarrassing memories. I woke up in the hospital and I have amnesia. There's just this empty space in my mind where important things should be. I didn't mean to spill everything, but it felt strangely freeing.
Oh wow, that must be tough. But you know what? I believe that one day everything will come back. Until then, let me share my most first day embarrassing stories.
The boy did not disappoint. His stories were insane.
This one time, my underwear got caught on the classroom door and I got a wedgie in front of everyone.
But then he mentioned he was a new student who had moved here a few months ago with his mom. A flicker of sadness crossed his face as he spoke, but just as I was tempted to ask questions, he changed the topic. By the end of lunch, we exchanged numbers, and the best part, we lived just a few houses apart. And over the next few months, my dreams shifted from faceless figures to visions of Ethan and our classmates and school. And I actually started sleeping better at night, and life also got much better. One day during lunch, I noticed a weird look on Ethan's face. What's the matter?
I told my mom about you.
Oh, really? Only good things, I hope. He blushed even harder, his eyes darting away. My heart did a little flippy.
Yeah, she wants to know if you'd come over for dinner tomorrow. She promises to drop you back home when we're done.
Hey, I'd love to. When I told my parents, they were thrilled I was finally making friends. But then my dad said something weird again.
Forget everything from before. Just live as a different person now.
What? Why? Mom immediately jumped in and changed the topic, but it left me feeling weird again. The next night, Mom and Dad dropped me off at Ethan's place.
Ethan has told me so much about you. He can't say a full sentence without the name Quinn popping up.
I struggled to hold back my laughter, glancing at Ethan, who looked like he wanted to disappear under the table. Dinner was filled with laughs and stories, and after dessert, Ethan took me to the garage, where a sleek dirt bike was parked. I traced my fingers over it, feeling an odd connection. Why did this bike feel familiar? I tried to shake the feeling and asked him, "Wow, Ethan, dirt bikes? Who knew you'd be so sporty?"
This was my brother's. He passed away a few months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That explains so much of why he would get suddenly so sad. But once again, he changed the subject.
I've tried to get it to work, but I don't know what's wrong.
Without thinking, I blurted out, "Mind if I take a look?" Why on earth would I say that? I barely knew how to work my phone, let alone a bike. Without even waiting for his reply, I started tinkering with the engine, and somehow, like I'd done it 100 times, I got it running in less than 30 minutes. Ethan's eyes went wide with excitement.
How did you know how to fix bikes?
I don't know. Suddenly, a warm laugh echoed in my mind, making me dizzy. It was close, like someone was right there, but the face was all fuzzy. I felt like I was on a bike, and I could hear someone shout behind me.
Easy on the gas, Quinn. Quinn, you're going too fast. Pull the brakes!
I staggered back, my head spinning. Ethan grabbed my arm.
Hey, you okay?
I nodded, but words were stuck in my throat. Later that night, the faceless figures returned to my dreams. As I dreamt that I was happily riding dirt bikes, a face was starting to appear, his features becoming clearer. My heart was pounding. Who was he? That night, I tried asking my parents if I ever had been into dirt biking, and they absolutely blew up.
Are you crazy? You hate sports!
Don't even think about it. You would immediately fall and hurt yourself. It's never been your thing.
So, over the next few days, I began sneaking away from everyone to go to the dirt bike tracks. I clearly knew how to ride them, and the experience was just thrilling. I felt safe and happy on a bike, almost like I was home. Soon, it became my safe space, but I couldn't get one thing out of my mind. Why were my parents always lying about who I was? One day, I was at school with Ethan thinking about all these things when he suddenly shook me.
Quinn, have you heard anything I said?
I blinked and looked at Ethan. I'm sorry, Ethan. I have a lot on my mind.
I thought we were friends. You can tell me, you know?
I told Ethan about the dirt biking and the face I saw in my dream. I think it's someone from my past life, but he hasn't visited me, nor can I find any clue about him. But I can't help but feel like he was important to me.
A boyfriend, maybe?
Jealous?
Me? Jealous of a face? Never. I may be clueless when it comes to fixing bike engines, but I'm great with a sketch pad.
Really?
Describe him and I'll draw him for you.
I threw my arms around him. Thank you! Ethan pulled out his sketch pad and some colored pencils, and 15 minutes later, I was staring at the face from my dream, perfectly drawn on Ethan's sketch pad. That's him! Ethan studied the sketch.
He looks familiar.
What do you mean? Without answering, Ethan closed his sketch pad and started packing up fast. Then he half dragged me to his home. He led me straight to a room with Mason written on the door. The room was like a motorbike museum, posters everywhere and shelves packed with little bikes, each one shinier than the last. My head started spinning, but I forced myself to stay focused as Ethan pulled an old photo album from the shelf.
Look, that's Mason, and that's him.
I stared at the picture, my heart pounding. 3 people stood around a motorbike. Mason, someone in racing gear, and him. Joey? Ethan turned to me, eyes wide.
Wait, you remember his name? Quinn, who's Joey?
I swallowed hard. I don't know, but I need to find out. That night, I waited up for my parents to return home, and as soon as they walked through the door, I lifted the picture for them to see. Who is Joey?
We've never seen that boy in our life.
Do you think I'm stupid?
Quinn, it's late. We'll take you to see the doctor tomorrow. You're not making any sense. Looks like you're hallucinating.
Then they dragged me to my room and slammed the door shut. My parents were hiding something, and I knew I had to find out what it was. The next day, I could barely wait to tell Ethan what had happened with my parents the night before. But the second he spotted me, he grabbed my hand and pulled me outside away from everyone.
I have something to show you.
What is it? He pulled a phone from his pocket.
This was Mason's. I found a video of you and Joey. I thought you'd want to see it.
My heart pounded as I watched the screen. There I was, laughing and messing around in the bike pit with Joey. The camera shifted, showing Mason grinning.
See, Ethan? Siblings can have fun at the pit. Just look at these two.
I froze, my throat tight. Wait, siblings? Joey is my brother? Why did my parents say they didn't know him? What was going on? As I continued to watch the video, the crowd roared and bright flashes filled the screen. Like someone had flipped a switch inside me. My head throbbed, and then it hit. All at once, memories crashing over me like a wave, so sharp and so real it hurt. I remembered everything. Me, my life, the races, the roar of the bike, the smell of the track. Joey! I remembered the house we grew up in, and that our parents were always busy running their fancy event planning business. I remembered how Joey was always there for me. He was 6 years older and the best big brother I could have asked for. But then I remembered something else. I remembered the explosion 6 months ago. We were at a state championship where I had qualified for the final round. Joey was there supporting me when my parents didn't. And suddenly something went wrong. There was a huge explosion, and after that, everything had gone dark. I remember everything. Why did my parents keep him a secret? Why didn't they tell me about him?
Maybe they had their reasons.
Wait, was he taking their sides? Are you kidding me? They watched me struggle for months to piece my memories together, yet they kept the most important piece of information from me? How could they? I felt betrayed. No more lies. My parents had kept too much from me, and it was time I knew the truth.
Where are you going?
To uncover the truth. As soon as I got home, I marched to my parents' bedroom. As I rifled through the drawers and closets, Ethan stood by the door nervously. I searched under the bed, but found nothing that could lead me to Joey. My heart raced as I turned to their office.
Maybe we should wait until they get home.
I am not waiting. I pushed the office door open and began yanking out drawers, desperate for clues. That was when I noticed it. The last drawer was shorter than the others. Curious, I checked behind it. There it was, a hidden wooden box. My heart pounded as I pulled it out. Inside, I found an envelope and quickly emptied its contents onto the floor. My breath caught in my throat as I stared at the photos. Dozens of snapshots of Joey and me. Ethan kneeled next to me.
Wow,
And then I saw it, a newspaper article. One of the pictures was a picture of Joey and another was of Mason. Just then I heard a sharp gasp from the doorway. Ethan and I spun around to see Mom and Dad standing there. I shot up from the floor, the pictures and article clutched in my hand, and flung them at my parents. Are you still going to deny who Joey is? My brother? While the two of you were too busy with your careers to care about us? Joey was all I had and you both hid him from me! Ethan stepped in front of me.
Quinn, calm down.
I pushed him aside. These people lied to me and you want me to calm down?
Don't you dare talk to us like that, young lady.
I'll talk to you however I want! Since you don't care about me, why should I care about you?
We care about you. That's why we had to hide Joey from you. We did it for your own good.
For my own good? Keeping me in the dark about my own brother? You think that's for my good? What kind of parents do that?
Parents who didn't want to lose both their children.
Mom began to cry uncontrollably, and Dad held her tight and he turned to me, his voice pained.
The doctor advised keeping Joey away from you due to your amnesia. He recognized how important Joey was to you, and he feared that learning about him being missing could make your health worse.
So we thought it was best to move and start all over again.
As their words sunk in, I burst into tears. Joey is gone? I knew my parents were trying to protect me, but hiding Joey from me still felt like a huge betrayal. Now that I remember everything, now what? That night, my parents and I sat together. We laughed through our tears, sharing stories about Joey's goofy antics and the special love he had for me. I told them how Ethan had helped me piece everything together. The fact that Joey and Mason were missing gave me a tiny flicker of belief that maybe, just maybe, they might still be out there waiting for us. How about we do a memorial for Joey and Mason?
That sounds like a great idea.
A few days later at the memorial, we honored the memories of brothers, sons, and friendship. The atmosphere was filled with love and loss, but it felt good to remember Joey and Mason. While our parents spoke, Ethan suddenly pulled me aside.
I know this might not be the best time to do this, but Quinn, I like you, and I want you to be my girl.
My heart fluttered. And what would Mason have to say about you dating his friend's sister?
Are you kidding me? A girl who can fix bikes and win races? He'd have my head if I didn't ask you.
He leaned in close, our faces just inches apart. I took a step closer, my eyes locked with his. Now you're talking too much. Kiss me.
Yes, ma'am.